Hi everyone, my name is Karen and you can join me today for 45 minutes of yoga vinyasa. And we're going to start by lying on our back, bringing our left hand on our heart and our right hand on our belly. And just start breathing and connect with your breath. We're going to inhale from the nose for now, exhale through the mouth. Whenever we inhale, belly rises. Whenever we exhale, belly drops. Inhale, belly rises, and we feel the belly rise under our right hand. And then exhale, belly drops. Inhale, expand your belly. Expand your chest. And then exhale, release chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, expand your belly, ribs and chest. And then exhale through your mouth. Let go, chest, ribs, and belly. And continue on your own pace. Close your eyes. Let yourself melt on the mat. Drop your to-do list outside of this room, of this moment. And focus on your breath. Take a moment to set your intention for this practice. Whatever intention you want. It could be, I am happy. It could be, I am healthy. It could be any type of intention that is good for you. And if you don't want to set any intention for yourself, you can set an intention for someone else. One more big inhale from the nose. Then exhale, empty your chest, ribs, and belly, and relax. We're going to bring the hands to the side, just like a T. We're going to inhale both knees towards the chest. And drop the knees to the left side. I'm going to gaze over the right shoulder. Stay here, both shoulder blades touch the mat. And keep on breathing. I'm going to start switching the breath, the breathing from the inhale through the nose to exhale through the nose as well. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, bring your knees back to center and exhale, drop your knees to the right side. This time gaze over the left shoulder and bring both shoulder blades to the mat. Inhale your knees back to center. Bring your hands to hug your knees, interlace your fingers, and bring your knees really close to your chest. Rock your lower back from one side to another. Massage your lower back. And we're going to come back. We're going to come to a happy baby. We're going to bring our hands to our toes. Knees go to the outside. We're going to bring the soles of our feet to face the ceiling. We're going to rock from one side to another. Massage your lower back. And slowly we're going to start stretching the left leg to the left side. Start breathing into that hamstring on the left leg. In your mind, send your breath into that stretch to release tension. Exhale, bend your left knee back to a happy baby and stretch the right leg outside. And breathe into the stretch. Exhale, bend your right knee back to a happy baby and start rock from one side to another. Bring the knees back to your chest, hug your knees to your chest. Interlace your fingers and hug your knees. I'm going to start rock back and forth until we come up to a seat. We're going to cross our legs. Ground your sit bones to the mat. Inhale, your shoulders back, puff your chest a little bit. Take your left hand to the left side. Inhale your right hand up and over your head. Breathe into the stretch. Exhale, lower your right hand back to the mat. Inhale your left hand up and over your head. Breathe into the stretch. Exhale, lower your left hand back to the mat. We're going to inhale both hands up and over your head. Exhale, squeeze your belly in and start folding forward. Send your hands forward. Keep your sit bones on the mat. With the next inhale, start. Slowly walk your hands to the right side. Keep your sit bones grounded to the mat and stop when you feel the stretch, a really deep stretch on the left side of your body. And go ahead, breathe into that stretch to release tension. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. And then exhale, walk your hands to the left side. Keep your sit bones still on the mat. Breathe into that stretch on the right side of your body. And inhale yourself slowly back to center. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, release and let go. Inhale, slowly come up with your body. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms to touch. You can keep the crown of the head parallel to the ceiling or bring your chin to touch your chest. Creating a really deep stretch in the back of your neck. Bring your breath into that stretch to release tension. Exhale, lower your hands by your side. We're going to inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, over the right knee, and we're going to twist to the right gaze over the right shoulder. And breathe. Keep your spine really long. Inhale slowly with awareness, come back to center. I'm going to bring the left hand to the left side. Inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale over the left knee and twist to the left gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, slowly come back to center. And we're going to switch into a tabletop on our hands and knees. So we're going to come up on our hands and knees, making sure that our hands are shoulder width apart and the knees are hips width apart. We make sure that we cannot see our feet behind our knees. And start getting into a cat and cow. So inhale, drop your belly towards the mat. And then exhale, round your spine. Tuck your tailbone in, bring your chin to touch your chest. Inhale, drop your belly to the mat. Lift your sit bones up. Lift your gaze up, shoulders back. And then exhale, round your spine. Tuck your tailbone in. Bring your chin to touch your chest. And continue on your own pace. With every inhale, we're going to drop the belly towards the mat. Lift our shoulders and chest. And then exhale, round the spine. Let your breath lead the way. Let your breath lead the movement, not the other way around. One more. Exhale, big exhale here, and then inhale, come back to center. We're going to inhale the left leg back up to hip height, and then send our right hand forward to shoulder height. We're going to tuck the right shoulder inside our back, squeeze the belly in. Breathe, one more inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand back to the mat, and we're going to start bringing the left leg behind us, over the right leg and to the right side. Let the toes touch the floor, and slowly we're going to gaze over the right shoulder. Look at the left foot here, and breathe into the stretch. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the left knee back to the center. And we inhale the left hand forward and the right leg back to hip height. Tuck your left shoulder inside your back. Squeeze your belly and keep your right foot flex. Breathe. Square your hips to face the mat. Exhale, lower the left hand back to the mat. Start bringing your right leg behind you to the left side. Let the right foot land on the floor and across the left leg. And then start gazing over the left shoulder and towards the right foot. And breathe. Inhale, slowly bring the right knee back to the mat. I'm going to get into child pose. Spread your knees as wide as the mat, or almost as wide as the mat. You can bring the toes to touch. Bring the sit bones towards your heels and send the hands forward, bringing the forehead to the mat. And breathe. Know that these poses available to you whenever you need it during the practice, and as many times as you need it during the practice. Go ahead and take it whenever you feel that you need it. Inhale, slowly come up to a tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes here and push our hips up to the first downward facing dog of today. So go ahead and pedal your feet here, sway your hips from one side to another. And again, pedal your feet here. Squeeze your belly in. Find stillness. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, lower your knees back to the mat. Untuck your toes, bring toes to touch. And then bring your sit bones towards your heels to a child pose. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take your hands forward. Stretch your hands forward. Inhale, slowly come up to a tabletop. Bring your knees as wide as your hips. Tuck your toes And push your hips up to downward facing dog. And again, pedal your feet. Sway your hips from one side to another. And slowly walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Really small steps until you reach the top of the mat. Stay forward fold here. Let your head be really heavy. Let your body be really heavy. Hold your opposite elbows and start swaying from one side to another. And slowly come back to stillness, to center. We're going to bring the left hand to the mat. And we're going to bend the left knee, sending the right hand up towards the ceiling. Open the chest and breathe. Exhale, lower the right hand back to the mat. We're going to bend the right knee here and send the left hand up towards the ceiling. Open the chest. Breathe. Exhale, lower the left hand back to the mat. We're going to bring the feet a little bit closer. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to bring your hands behind your back. Interlace fingers and stretch the hands up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms to touch and let your head be really heavy. Let it fall towards the mat, like gravity take place here. And breathe into that stretch. Enjoy that stretch. Exhale, lower your hands back to you. Inhale yourself up. Lift your hands up and over your head. Exhale, thumbs to heart and hands by your side. I'm gonna close our eyes here. Ground your feet to the mat. Come back to your intention here. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your right foot back to a lunge. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, bring your left foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest up. Exhale, push your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg forward. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs toward and hands by your side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to touch the mat and send your feet back to a high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, push your hips up to downward facing dog. And breathe, take deep inhale here. Squeeze your belly in and exhale, let go. Deep inhale. Take your shoulders back and away from the ears. Sit bones up to the sky. Squeeze your belly and look at your belly button. Inhale, lift your right leg back and up. Bend your right knee. Open that right hip. Send your right heel, your right foot behind you. Exhale, start pulling your right knee towards the chest. And bring your right foot forward in between your hands. We're going to drop the left heel to the mat. So from here we're going to come up to a warrior. Drop the left heel to the mat. Bring your fingertips to touch the mat. Lengthen your spine, and then from here, inhale yourself up to warrior one. Lift your hands up. Square your hips to face forward along with your chest. Bend your right knee. Take your shoulders back and away from ears. Stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. We're going to get into a humble warrior. Inhale, lift your chest, send your hands back up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your belly in and slowly hinge forward into a humble warrior. Bringing your chest inside your right inner thigh. And breathe. Exhale, lower your hands to frame your front foot. And from here, we're going to send the left leg behind us, coming up on our left foot, toes. We're going to bring the left hand to the mat and inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling. Open your chest here, look up and breathe. And with the exhale, lower your right hand to frame your front foot. And from here, we're going to lower the left knee to the mat. Untap your toes here. Inhale your hands up and over your head. Take your shoulders back and away from ears. Exhale, lower the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and stretch the hands up towards the ceiling. Puff your chest, send your shoulders back. And breathe. Your Ujjayi breathing in out from the nose. Exhale through the nose. And exhale, slowly release your hand. Bring your left hand to the mat. We're going to take the right hand to the right knee and start pushing the right knee away from us, to the right side, away from us. And gaze over the right shoulder. Open the right hip and breathe. Breathe. One more inhale. And then exhale. Slowly bring the right knee back to center. Bring your hands to frame the front foot. Slowly walk your hands back. Straightening the right leg, coming up on your right heel, hinging forward from your hips. Bringing your belly really close to your right thigh. Squaring your hips forward. Bringing your hands to frame the front foot. Inhale yourself up, coming forward. Framing your front foot. Tap your back toes. Lift your left knee off the mat. And send your right foot back to downward facing dog. Squeeze your belly in. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank here. Exhale, lower yourself to a low plank. Inhale, lift your chest to an upward facing dog. Exhale, push your hips up to downward facing dog. Seatbelts up to the sky, squeeze your belly in, shoulders back and away from ears. Look at your belly button. Make your chest look at your thigh. Inhale, big. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, as wide as the mat. Bring your toes to touch. Bring your seatbelts towards your heels. Send your hands forward. Get into child pose. Bring your forehead to the mat and relax. Inhale yourself up to a tabletop. Bring your knees closer to a hip width apart. Tap your toes and push your hips up to downward facing dog. And inhale the left leg up. Then exhale, bend your left knee, draw the left knee towards the chest, and then bring the left foot forward in between your hands. We're going to drop the right heel to the mat. And inhale yourself up to warrior one, left side. We're going to make sure that our hips facing forward along with our chest. Lift your hands up. Take your shoulders back and away from the ears. Make sure you're not holding your breath during the poses and in between the poses. Bend your left knee. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, lower your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands behind your back. Exhale, squeeze your belly in and start folding forward. Hinge forward into a humble warrior. Bring your chest inside your left inner thighs in here. And breathe. Bring your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale from the nose. Exhale through the nose as well. Two more rounds of breath. 1, 2. And then exhale, lower your hands to frame the front foot. We're going to send the right leg, right foot behind us, coming up on our toes and our back toes. Getting into a lunge, a runner lunge pose. Bringing our right hand, really ground it into the mat, and inhale your left hand up towards the ceiling. Getting into an easy twist here. Open your chest. Exhale, lower your left hand to frame the front foot. Lower your right knee to the mat. Untuck your back toes. And inhale yourself up, lifting your hands up towards the ceiling. Puff your chest, send your shoulders back. Square your hips to face forward. Breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands behind you. Breathe, send your shoulders back. Exhale, release your hands to frame the front foot. We're going to bring the right hand to the mat. Bring the left hand to the left knee. You can adjust your left foot a little bit to the left. And bring the left hand to the left knee. And slowly push the left knee outside to the left side. Gaze over your left shoulder. Open your chest here. Open your left hip. And send your breath into that stretch on your left hip, into the space created on your left hip. Inhale, bring your left knee back to center, frame your front foot. We're going to start walking our hands back, straightening the left leg, coming up on your left heel. And slowly hinge forward from our hips towards the left thigh. Belly really close to the left thigh. Keep your spine lengthened. Inhale, walk your hands forward, frame your front foot. We're going to toggle back the toes here. Lift the right knee off the mat. And breathe. The next inhale, we're going to send the left foot back to downward facing dog. Send the seat bones up to the sky. Inhale, roll forward to high plank here. Exhale, calm down to lower plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest up, send your shoulders back. And exhale, push your seat bones up to the sky, getting into a downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And then exhale, release and let go. I'm going to inhale the right leg back and up. Exhale, bend the right knee, draw the right knee towards the chest. And we're going to place the right chin on the mat. We're going to get into a half pigeon pose, sending the left leg behind us, straightening the left leg on top of the back toes here. We're going to keep the right foot flexed. We're going to keep the shin parallel to the front of the mat or as close as parallel, lifting your chest with the inhale. And then exhale, squeeze your belly and then slowly fold forward and bringing your hands forward, forehead to the mat. And relax. Surrender to the flow of the universe. Breathe and relax. Release your tension on your shoulders. Release your tension on your back. This is a great place to come back to intention. With the next inhale, we're going to start slowly bringing our hands towards our body, lifting our chest. We're going to drop our right seat bone, to the mat. And slowly bring the left leg forward, keeping it straight. In the air, flex foot. Bring your hands forward, lengthening your spine here. Breathe, engage your core. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower your left leg to the mat. We're going to bring the right foot inside our left inner thigh. Getting into Janu Shasana, we're going to inhale our hands up and over the head. Exhale, slowly squeeze your belly in and fold forward from our hips on our thigh. So even if it's 1 inch forward or ½ inch forward, it's okay. You're absolutely okay. It's all about breathing. See what happens to your body when you take really long exhale. So go ahead and take long exhales while you're folding forward. Keeping your spine really straight. And you can micro bend your knees as well. Inhale, slowly come up. And bring your hands by your side. We're going to bend the left knee and bring it over, bring the left leg over the right knee. So we're gonna ground our left foot into the mat, ground your seat bones into the mat. Now if this is not working for you, and you find that the left seat bone is in the air, go ahead and straighten your right leg here. And we're going to inhale the right hand up to the ceiling. The left hand is behind us, supporting us on the mat. And then exhale, we're going to bring the right hand over the left knee and twist to the left gaze, over the left shoulder. With every inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. With every exhale, we're going to go deeper into the twist. Inhale yourself slowly with awareness back to center. And we're going to twist to the right side just for 1 round of breath. 1 inhale. 1 exhale. Inhale yourself back to center. We're going to release the legs forward. And we're going to cross our legs here and shift the weight towards the front of the mat, bringing our hands to the front of the mat, and then send our legs back to downward facing dog. Squeeze your belly in. Look at your belly button. Make your chest look at your thighs. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. And then exhale, drop to a lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, exhale. Push your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg back and up. Bend your left knee, draw the left knee towards the chest. Place your left chin on the mat. And send your right leg, extend your right leg behind you. Untuck your toes. Make sure that your left foot is flexed and the left chin is parallel to the top of the mat as much as you can. Inhale, lift your chest here. And then exhale, squeeze your belly in and slowly fold forward. Bring your hands forward, bring your forehead to the mat. Stay here and relax. Leave your breath. Three more rounds of breath. Inhale, slowly walk your hands towards your body. Lift your chest up. Drop your left knee, your left sit bone to the mat. And slowly bring your right leg forward, keeping it in the air. We're going to bring your hands forward and engage your core here. 1, 2, 3. Lower your right leg to the mat. Bring the left foot inside your right inner thigh here, getting into Janu Shasana. The other side, we're going to inhale our hands up and over the head. Exhale, squeeze your belly and slowly fold forward. From your hips on your thighs, reaching out to your right foot, keeping your spine really long here. Breathe. Long exhales. Inhale, slowly lift yourself up. And we're going to bring the right leg, I'm going to release actually the leg. We're going to bring the right leg on the top of the left, across the left leg. We're going to really ground the right foot into the mat, so the right knee is pointing up to the ceiling. You can extend the left leg here, or bring the left leg, the left foot, next to your right sit bone. So it's really your choice if your body lets you. And we're going to inhale, we're going to bring the right hand behind us, inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling, exhale over the right knee and twist to the right gaze over the right shoulder. Remember that your sit bones and your right foot are completely grounded on the mat. And if not, just release your left leg forward on the mat. With every inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. Like somebody's pulling us up towards the ceiling, and then with every exhale, deeper into the twist and gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale yourself back to center. Bring your feet center to a seat. And we're going to lay on our back, bringing our spine to the mat. Okay, getting into a bridge pose. We're going to bring our feet closer to the sit bones, hips width apart. And here, you can bring a block underneath your lower back or a blanket underneath your lower back and just elevate your sit bones a little bit higher. But if you have bridge in your practice, go ahead and take it. With the next inhale, we're going to lift our hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to make sure that our knees and our feet align with our hips. And then slowly start tucking your shoulders underneath your back, creating a space between your shoulders and your neck. You can maybe you want to interlace your fingers behind your lower back and push your hips even a little more towards the ceiling. Bring your breath into that space on the back of your neck to release tension. Exhale, slowly lower your sit bones back to the mat. Sway your knees from one side to another. Set yourself for another bridge. Bring your feet as wide as your sit bones, as right as your hips actually. Ground your feet into the mat. Inhale, push your hips up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind your back if it's more convenient for you. And then start tucking your shoulders underneath your back, creating a space between your shoulders and your neck. Push your hips up towards the ceiling and breathe into that space created on the back of your neck. Two more rounds of breath. And exhale, lower your sit bones back to the mat. Inhale your hands up and over your head. Interlace your fingers here and let your knees drop to the left side. Stretch your hands behind you and breathe. Inhale your knees back to center. Exhale, drop them to the right side. And breathe. Inhale your knees back to center. Now you can draw your knees towards your chest. Give them a good hug. We'll maybe massage your lower back. Rock from one side to another. So make sure you're not drawing your knees towards your chest before you are dropping your knees to the sides and stretching the sides of your back, just to protect your body from injuries. Getting into a happy baby here, bringing your hands to hold your toes, bringing your knees to the sides, soles of the feet facing to the ceiling. And start rock from one side to another. Feel your flat back on the mat. Breathe. And you can take the last couple of stretches. Maybe stretch the right leg to the right side. Sending your breath into the hamstring in your mind. Sending your breath into the hamstring to release some tension on the right leg. One big inhale here. And then exhale, bend your right knee and stretch the left leg to the left side. Breathe. Exhale, bend your left knee into a happy baby. One more rock from one side to another, and then draw your knees one last time towards the chest. Give them a good last hug. And here, can just bring your legs up towards the ceiling. Stay here, or you can bring a block underneath your lower back just to make yourself a little bit higher. Or you can get into a full shoulder stand if you have it in your practice. And just let the blood flow a little bit. Increase your blood flow. Improve your metabolism. You can just place your legs on the wall. If you suffer from high blood pressure, so take up to 5 rounds of breath in this pose. If you are good and there's no issues with blood pressure, go ahead and take up to 10 rounds of breath and slowly bring your legs back to the mat. And relax. We're going to let our legs melt into the mat. Let your back melt into the mat. Let your chest and belly relax. Maybe bring the shoulder blades closer to one another so your chest is a little bit more open, and flip your palms to face the ceiling. Let your head be really heavy on the mat. Come back to your normal breathing here. I'm going to get into Shavasana. Close your eyes and relax. Start bringing your awareness to your breath. Take a deep inhale from the nose. Open your mouth and let go. Deep inhale from the nose. Open your mouth and let go. Deep inhale from the nose last time. And long exhale. Slowly start wiggling your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Bringing your feet, the soles of your feet to the mat. And slowly roll to the right side. Using your hands to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Sit comfortably on the mat. And take a moment to come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Take your hands to center. Inhale your hands up to your third eye. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly come back up. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. And have a beautiful day. So I'm going to release another one coming up in a week. Another Vinyasa session of 45 minutes, between 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give me a like. And thank you very much. And see you soon.